Thinking about moving to Greensboro, North Carolina in 2026? Before you pack your bags, you need to know the real cost of living here in Piedmont Triad area. While Greensboro is more affordable across the US, there are few expenses that surprise a lot of people when they move here. In this video, I am going to break down exactly what it costs to live in Greensboro so you can plan your move the right way. I am Swetalpatelrealtor, a local realtor who helps families relocate to Greensboro and in Piedmont Triad area, including Winston-Salem, High Point nearby area. Every week, I talk with people moving here from other states, and one of the biggest questions they ask is, what does it actually cost to live here? So today, I am going to walk you through the real numbers for housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, and everyday living cost in Greensboro and nearby area in 2026. This will give you a clear picture of what to expect financially if you are planning to move here this year. First, let's compare housing when you rent or you buy here in Greensboro. That's very important. When we talk about the cost of living, housing is almost always the biggest piece of pie. Greensboro, you got option, but the numbers for 2026 might surprise you. One bedroom apartment in sought after real like good area like a downtown or a friendly center in Greensboro is typically running between 1200 to 1600. And if you are looking for a 3-bedroom family home to rent, you are likely going to pay between 1800 and 2500, especially areas like northwest of Greensboro in Adams Farm. It's another good neighborhood. For buyers, the median home price is hovering around 280,000 to 320,000. This is still significantly lower than the national average, but it has been steadily climbing. For a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in a desirable neighborhood like a Lake Janet area or a Starmont Forest area, you can expect to pay anywhere from 350,000 to 500,000 plus. Your mortgage payment, including your taxes, your insurance, for the median house price is going to be around 2,000 to 2,500 range, depending on your down payment and interest rate. What most people don't realize is that while Greensboro is affordable, the best areas are seeing competitive offers. So don't assume you can lowball. I recently helped a client, a young family relocating from Raleigh. They secured a beautiful home in Irving Park. We had to be really strategic because they have multiple offers, and the house was even around 400 plus price range. So that's the important thing. Utilities and daily expenses in Greensboro. Beyond the rent and mortgage, utilities are major expense in Greensboro. Your average monthly bill for gas for 2,000 square feet homes around, including your gas, your water, your sewer, is going to be around $200 to $350. This can fluctuate quite a bit depending on the season, especially when the summer is really hot in North Carolina. Your AC cost usually goes up. Internet, a non-negotiable for most, will add another $60 to $80 a month. Now let's talk about groceries. While not as expensive as, say, New York City, a family of 4 can expect to spend around $800 to $1,000 per month on groceries. This is pretty much on par with the national average. Transportation is another key factor here. Most people in Greensboro rely on personal vehicles. Gas prices generally track national trends, but car insurance here can be a bit higher than the other states. If you are commuting from say like in Oak Ridge to the downtown Greensboro, you need to count factors like both gas as well as wear and tear of your vehicle. Public transportation is available but is not as extensive as the larger metropolitan area. So car is really a good necessity when you're thinking about moving here. So these are the breakdown of the expenses. So how does Greensboro compare to the other places? Overall, the cost of living here is about 10 to 15% lower than the national average. And the biggest reason is housing. When you compare Greensboro to cities like Raleigh or Charlotte, the difference comes clear. A home that might cost you around 300,000 in Greensboro could easily cost you 450,000 or more in those markets. What that means is your purchasing power stretches further here. Even within the Triad, cities like Winston-Salem and High Point are fairly similar in pricing, with Greensboro sitting right in the middle. It offers a great balance of affordability, jobs, restaurant, parks, and things to do. Also, Greensboro is located right in between the mountains and the beaches. There is exactly why many of my relocation clients choose Greensboro. They are often able to buy a larger home and still keep their monthly expenses comfortable, which leads to a better overall quality of life. I want to give you budgeting tips here before you plan to come here, because we have talked about the cost. Here are a few simple things you can do to save more money while you are moving to Greensboro. First, pay attention to the energy efficiency, especially during the summertime. North Carolina summers can get hot, so homes with good insulation and efficient HVAC system can make a big difference in your utility bills. That is very important. Second, check out the local farmers market, like the Greensboro Farmer Market. It is on exit 208 on Interstate 40. And there is another one is Greensboro Farmers Curb Market. You can often find fresh produce at great prices while supporting local farmers here. Another great advantage of Greensboro is the amount of free door activities. Places like Greensboro Arboretum, the Bog Garden, and the city's Greenway trails are completely free and perfect for families. And since most people here rely on their cars, being mindful of transportation, costs like gas and parking can also help keep your monthly budget under control. So that's a quick breakdown of what really costs to live in Greensboro and in other cities like Winston-Salem or High Point in Piedmont Triad in 2026. So now you have this breakdown and you know what it really costs to move here in Piedmont Triad area in 2026. If you found this video helpful, please make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because I share regular insight about living, buying, and investing in real estate here in Piedmont Triad area in North Carolina. Also, if you are thinking about moving here, I have put together a Greensboro relocation guide that walks you through things you should need to know before making the move. You can download it that by pressing the link in the description below. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.